Okay, it should be working now. If you are here and you're watching, let me know how it sounds, because this is the first time I've streamed on YouTube. I've streamed on Twitch and Mixer before, and the setup took me a little bit longer to get it working on YouTube. So if you're watching this, let me know. Hopefully it sounds okay. All right, what I need to figure out is my to-do list, because it's really long. Sounds fine, everything's working. Yay! Oh my gosh. Hi, Dread! So it took me about 3 hours to get everything going. I didn't even mean to leave it until the last minute, or the last second, whatever you want to call it. Like, I knew I was planning on streaming today. I had planned it earlier this week. I had made an announcement about it, and I was like, oh, you know, like, I'll just wake up early. I'll stream in the afternoon. That gives me all day to get it ready. Yeah, everything sounds fine here. Good. You should have seen me earlier, like an hour ago. I was in Discord with, Chris was helping me, Merp was helping me. The audio, it was really weird. I ended up I just got a new microphone, and it comes with software that lets you kind of adjust the levels of, like, everything on your computer. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. And for some reason, my computer detected it at first. And then I was messing with some of the levels on some of the other programs on my computer. And anyway, so it turned out that my computer stopped detecting it at all. And I had to uninstall the software and then reinstall it, restart my computer. And I did that 3 times until I finally had a clean reinstall and everything was working. Yay, the live stream is working. Yo, that's awesome. That's great. I'm super excited. So yeah, my goal was to celebrate the 1K sub milestone with everyone, not just through a video. You know, I did make a video and I posted the video, but I wanted to be able to do it in live, like, real time. So that's here. I should post a new update that it's working though. Howdy. Hi, Pershi. How's it going? I apologize in advance if I mispronounce anyone's name. I need to swap to balance. So the to-do list for today, I need to catch up on the Maw, because my motivation for the Maw is very little. I kind of stopped doing Maw dailies last week, and I really need to start doing them again. Hi, Merp! So I need to go back and do that. I need to do that on the Druid, the Priest, at work being stealthy watching. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for tuning in anyway. I know it's tough when I'm at work. I work at a public library, and right now, because of COVID, we don't have everybody working at the same time. So I basically have the whole floor to myself. And it gets lonely, and I've always thought of, like, oh, like, what if I put up a stream? But that's definitely like a no. I would never do that at work, but I would not be able to do that. But I always wondered, like, how people would be able to do that. The Maw's the worst. I know. So the Maw, when it first came out, I was all about doing dailies. I was like, I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna do it every day. I'm gonna be diligent about it. And then I also said, well, I'm also gonna have 2 healers. So then doing the Maw and doing the Maw dailies on 1 character turned into doing it on 3 characters. And that took away a lot of my motivation. Congrats on the 1K. Love your content. Thank you so much. Yeah, I like to make content that I hope helps other people. How's your day? My day is going well. I'm feeling much better right now. As of an hour, even a half an hour ago, I was not doing too well. I was super stressed out about getting the stream up and going. I was kind of talking about this a little bit ago. I like to consider myself a pretty tech-savvy person, and I've streamed on Twitch before. I've streamed on Mixer back when Mixer existed, and I never had any issues. And so today, when it was stream day, I haven't even picked up the weeklies, I think. Today, when it was stream day, I was like, well, you know, I'll give myself like 2 or 3 hours to get this going. You know, make sure all the audio levels and stuff work. And they weren't working. And it was the worst situation you could ever. My computer was like, nope, your microphone does not exist.
Will that be all?
So it was basically at a point where, how do you stream without a microphone? You know? Hey Laria, how was your Christmas? Thank you. Hey Jeff. My Christmas was good. I spent it with my partner, and we basically just kind of, it was very low-key. We didn't really do anything. We stayed home. I obviously play WoW, and he plays Overwatch. And actually, he's been playing Cyberpunk, so I don't know if any of you guys have tried Cyberpunk. He plays it on PS4 because he hasn't been able to get a hold of a PS5 yet. So he just beat that game, and he said it's interesting. Oh, Confliction. Okay, I was trying to figure out who you were. Because I know some people's first names from Guild, but I don't know everyone's first names. Oh, wait. I need that thing. Where is that? It's above me, I think. Okay. There were also keys involved. Oh, were there keys involved on Christmas Day? There were, weren't there? Is that the day we did like 12 keys? There was a night. Yeah, you know what? It was. My priest did, I'm not kidding you, I think 8 or 9 keys. I think I have 1 left. And then my druid did, oh boy, like 4 or 5 maybe? That's another thing that's on my to-do list. So I need to do moss stuff on everything. And then I also need to finish up, I think let's see, let's take a look. My druid needs to do 3 more keys in general to open up this thing. And I need to do higher than a 10. I've done a 10 and a 7 apparently. But we're supposed to be pushing keys at some point today. Me playing WoW for the first time was watching your guides. Oh, that's awesome! I hope my guides have helped. I really do. I try to think of the stuff that, you know, you guys think I can survive this? I'm gonna go for it. I don't have wild charge. Alright, that's not bad. Yeah, I try to think of the stuff that is gonna be helpful. The stuff that, you know, I mean, I could easily just make like Resto Druid guide. Put X amount of, you know, rejuves out. Use regrowth, you know, or whatever. Like those types of guides that are overviews. And those guides are fine, but I try to think of the stuff that, I don't know, the areas where I see that people aren't talking about. So, what was your favorite Christmas gift you got? So I had a couple of favorite Christmas gifts. The new microphone that I'm currently using was one of my favorites. That, although it did give me some troubles today, I just pulled all of that. And then another favorite Christmas gift, oh, it's gonna disappear. Let's see if I can get it. The other favorite Christmas gift I got was from my boyfriend. He designed a t-shirt that was like based off of our cat. So I'm a nerdy cat lady. I don't think that has come through in my videos, but now you know. So he designed this t-shirt that doesn't actually have a picture of the cat, but it's, I don't know what you call it. It's like a graphic design. And so it has like kind of a cat face on it. And he special ordered that in a t-shirt and a sweatshirt. So that is adorable. Need advice with keys? I get so nervous when I puke. Keys are tough. I mean, so keys aren't my expertise exactly. I mean, and when I say that, I don't push. Like at the end of BFA, I was not pushing 30 keys. Let me say that. But I know enough that I can, you know, I'm not gonna go insane basically and be pushing super high keys. Did I get 5? I need 1 more soul. My mom blamed me for bad healing. With Druid? Oh no! Okay, so I was trying to... My guild did an alt raid last night. And we had someone who mains a DPS. And I think he's healed a couple times before. I don't know. I don't think he's in chat. I don't think he's on right now. And he played a Resto Druid last night. And we jumped into Heroic. Normally, the last couple weeks we've been doing our alt raid as normal. And can I root you? Stay over there. And so last night he was on a Resto Druid, and his healing wasn't that high. And all right, I need to go north. And he was like, "What do I do?" And I was like, "Just hot everything. Just put hots on everybody. You'll be fine." Best word of advice I can give you is to run lower keys to get into the swing of things. cooldown timings. That's a great point. So each raid tier, I try to have all of the, except for Nyalotha raid tier, because essences were terrible to farm. But I try to have one of every healer, and with new expansions, especially whenever there's class changes, if I have to, like, say, right now I'm not playing Holy Paladin. I played Holy Paladin for the last couple raid tiers, I think I played it a little bit in BOD, EP, Nyalotha, but if I picked it up right now, I don't know the changes. I haven't really been keeping up with it, so I would probably go in and do lower keys. I'd say maybe like 5, 6, 7s, 8s on a Holy Paladin to kind of understand your abilities and when to use them. Because the abilities you would use on a Resto Druid are going to be different than on a Holy Paladin, because the healing's different. I feel like with Resto Druid, if you're in a key, you kind of have to... Where am I going? Okay, I'm going to sneak in here. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go stealth. So if you're playing Resto Druid, the timings are going to be a little bit different, because you always have to... You have to ramp a little bit on a Resto Druid, whereas if you're playing a Holy Paladin, I mean, you know, or say a Holy Priest in keys, you wouldn't really have to ramp as a Holy Priest, unless you're, I guess, trying to get your Holy Words off cooldown or something, but I think that's borderline. Feels weird to be back in the Maw. I'm telling you, I haven't been here in a week. It's my rep at. I'm ambivalent. I'm ambivalent with Venari. So we'll finish this up. I need to do Maw on this character. I think I might actually be, speaking of Priest, I just mentioned Priest, I might be switching to Priest for my guild's Mythic Hungering progression. Oh, that's a rare. And the issue with my Priest is that, and the kind of the thing in general right now, why is this under, how do I get to, looks like it's underground. The issue with alts right now is just kind of the gearing process. If anyone has done keys or even raids, you might have noticed that gear doesn't drop as much as it used to anymore. And so when it comes to alts, you don't have to level up your artifact or anything like that anymore. You don't have to, I don't know, farm Azerite power and all that stuff, but the gear also doesn't drop as easily. Group comp and spec familiarity makes it easier in keys, having everyone in voice. Yeah, that's huge. I haven't pugged any keys. I haven't pugged any keys yet, but like we've gotten a couple DPS from Group Finder if we, you know, if there are 3 or 4 guildies and we have a spot to fill, but I think being in voice helps a lot, as Jeff said. And I feel like if you are just kind of queuing up in Group Finder, most people don't really want to get into voice for baby keys, which is kind of a bummer. RNGesus has forsaken us this expansion. It really has. It really has. My priest got pretty lucky. I think, was it yesterday? Honestly, my keys this week have kind of all blended together, but I did keys on whatever day it was this week, Druid or Priest, and my Priest got really lucky. It got a dagger, and apparently I'd already had an offhand in my bags, and I didn't know it. And so because I had an offhand and I didn't have a one-hand to go with it, I hadn't been using it. I had just been using a 184 staff. So that I got really lucky with that drop. Gets you nervous. I've had panic attacks and highest I've done this as a 4. And that's really fine. If you're able to do a 4, even like a 2, 3, 4, that's fine. That means you're getting into keys and you're trying it. I stayed up kind of late last night helping a friend who just came back to the game. He hadn't played since, I think, Warlords. I think he hadn't played since Warlords, and he had come back for Legion a little bit, but basically, how many expansions ago was that? 3 or so? I don't know. It had been like 5 or 6 years. And he was like, so what are these Mythic Plus things that everyone keeps talking about? And so we explained it to him. And so we did a Mythic 0 for him so that... Oh, I pulled a lot. And we did a Mythic 0 for him, and that was fine. That kind of gave him an idea of like what the dungeons are like right now. And then he got a key from doing it. Because whenever you do a Mythic 0, you don't have a key, you get a key from it. So it was a +2. We did the +2. And that kind of introduced him to the timer a little bit. So he got a sense of that urgency when you're in a key and you don't want to die and like all this stuff. But a 2 wasn't as, I don't know, it didn't put as much pressure on him. Alright, I'm gonna fix my game sounds because I think they're a little bit loud for me. I don't know if they're loud for everyone else. Hopefully that fixes it. So a +2 kind of introduces you a little bit to keys in general. Game audio is a tiny bit loud. Okay, good. That's what I figured. It was loud for me, and so I had a feeling it was loud for you guys. And then slowly you just work up. So we did that too, and then we 3-chested that, and that turned into a 5? Pretty sure we 3-chested that. Fear and Layers Discord community, drop a line. Oh, nice. Get you through a 14, or 4, not 14. A +4 and easy, no stress required. That would be awesome, Confliction. Yeah, I didn't actually include it on this video because YouTube streaming is new to me. But if you go to my YouTube channel and you go to, it should be in About, it should be like up on the banner. I have it all over the place. If you join my Discord, there's a Mythic Plus channel in there. You can, go in there and ask anybody, is anyone around to do keys, stuff like that. I think this is the other daily I have. I don't want to fall off. That's something I would do. That's something I would do as a stag. I would just move forward and I'd be that person who falls off. Alright, we're just gonna kill these. I'm a good prop pally, but not that good, Laria. I was gonna say, if you're offering to do 14s, that's... Can I come along? I don't need a mount. I don't need a mount, though. I need to finish this. Alright, we also have... Oh, we have 2 more. I want to make sure I get the dailies done. That's the big thing. Which I think is this... Yeah, it's the one that gives you, like, a ton of Stygia. This is the other one. Yeah, I need to make sure that I don't get too high with the Eye of the Jailer, and I actually get the weeklies done. Run, Rudolph. Yeah, I would be a run, Rudolph flying over the edge over here. I'd be like, oh, look, I have to go loot that chain. This one right over here. Watch me just fall off the edge. All right, 5 of 9. And then there is something, actually, I think that's just an objective, though. I'm not that concerned with the objectives. Okay, we're gonna go this way. Oh, you're already in it. Okay, perfect. We're gonna kill these. Alright, so after this, I do need to do Torghast. So you can watch me actually it's pretty easy. Torghast is easy on my druid. I had issues last week with Torghast on my priest, and that was the first time I had read it. I had actually skipped a week, I think. So when I went in last week, I think the highest one I'd done was a level, was it layer 3? So I had to do layer 4 all the way up through layer 8. And everything was cake. It was totally fine until I got to, what was last week? Last week was Fracture Chambers and Upper Reaches. I did Fracture Chambers fine, layer 8, solo as a Shadow Priest. It was fine. And then I did Upper Reaches layer 8, and I got my ass kicked, basically. It was horrible. The Terra Grew, I forget what it's called. That guy came out. And what sucked the most is that I got to... Alright, we can get out of here. I don't think I have a cipher. Oh, I do have a cipher. I got to the end boss on layer, or floor 5. So there's six floors in each layer. I couldn't get past that one. At one point, it melee'd me for 15k. And that was just with a couple of stacks.
I have limitless time.
All right.
You do not.
Bags are full. Let's see. I really need to sell a lot of stuff.
Return.
Don't judge my bags too much.
Must. Trust not what you see in the
Which is interesting because I always clean out my bags before an expansion. Like, I talk about that in one of my videos. I'm like, always clean out your bags, clean out your banks, take anything that's in your bag and put it into your bank once you clean it out. Like the stuff that you don't need. And then very quickly, within the first couple weeks, my bags just fill up and I'm like, it's too much effort. I'll just leave everything there. That NPC has Anna's voice from Overwatch. Really? Venari has... So, Venari sounded familiar, and I wasn't sure if it was the same voice as another WoW character. Oh, you know what? I was gonna do one thing. I need to get to a safe spot before I do that. I need to tab out or not tab out, but I need to switch monitors real quick. Because I meant to post this on Twitter. Alright, so we're heading over here. We're going to Perdition Hold. I have to do one thing. Is Torghast really that hard as a solo healer? So I went in as Shadow, and I think the issue was that I was also 180. And Blizzard has already said that they don't, like, layer 8 wasn't... Can I pull something? Yeah. Alright. I can't tap out in the Maw. I just can't. That's a bad idea. So I'm gonna wait for that. And we're Shadow Meld. So layer 8 wasn't meant to be for like a brand new alt. And my priest wasn't a brand new alt, but I mean my druid is, well, my balance set is 204. I think my resto is 207. I want to thank you for your videos. I like them a lot. Keep being awesome. Thank you so much, Burner. I'm glad my videos have helped you. But yeah, my priest is the only one. So I have a druid, I have a priest, and I have a shaman. And shaman, if anyone has not played shaman this expansion, if you've been thinking about playing a ranged class or another healer, shaman, elemental, and resto are so much fun. What is this, in a cave? I think the daily's in a cave. It makes Torghast so easy. They did a really, really good job with... Am I just staring? I'm staring at the cave. It's right in front of me. They did an amazing job with the powers that you can get in Torghast. The shadow ones I'm not that impressed with. Oh, and I pulled all that. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna regrowth. We're gonna starfire everything. 1K subs only, highly underrated. Oh, thank you. I just started at the end of August. So, haven't been around for too long. I've heard people in my guild say it's hard. I've sold it as prop pally. Okay, so here's the interesting thing, because I went into Torghast, it was before they nerfed it. And that was a couple weeks ago. I can't remember which wing. It might have been Upper Reaches. It might have been that week. It was the week they actually nerfed it, but they hadn't actually done it yet. And my druid went in to do layer 8 for the first time in a difficult wing. And I tried it as resto in the other one, and resto was fine. And then I went in as resto in the second layer, and that was horrible. And I was like, well, you know, like everyone tells me that tank spec is fine. It takes a little bit longer, but you know, you can survive a little bit better. So I went in as guardian, and it was taking me a year to clear the first elite pack. It was taking so long. So I was like, I quit. I ran out, and I went back to balance, and that was fine. But I don't know. Because I've run with, our main tank is a prot warrior, and he used to, for a while, he was running my priest through it, and his warrior was doing a ton of damage. All right, we need 5 scrolls and 3 tools. So, that's a weapon rack. Oh, wait. I see. Okay, so there are items you have to interact with. Am I gonna pull that? Yep, I'm gonna pull that. I think I have to use this orb. Yeah. So many elites in Perdition. Tide? Yeah, Tide was running my priest through Torghast for the first, I think, 2 weeks. And then the 3rd week I skipped because I thought I was going to be switching to Shaman for main raid. And then this week I found out that I'm probably not going to be switching to Shaman for main raid. Tanks scale really well with the powers, but early floors are slow. Okay, that's probably why then, because I didn't have... Oh, you aim that. Okay. Help this guy out. Oh, Pog, we're here now? Yeah, it took me a while. It took me a while, Zero. So basically, my audio wasn't working. I have a brand new mic, and it's awesome. I love it. And it was working. My computer found it. Even my computer was like, "Oh, great, you have a new mic. Cool." And then after a little while, when I was fixing the audio issues, my computer was like, "Nope, I don't know what that is. I am not detecting that at all." And I basically had to uninstall the software and then reinstall it and then restart my computer every single time, 3 times, before I had a clean install. I bet this is faster in a group. This is most definitely faster in a group. I'm just being lazy. So yeah, now I do everything. I do Torghast on the Druid as balance, because it's just easy. And on the Shaman, I do Torghast as elemental. And on the Priest, I'll probably do it as Shadow, because Shadow wasn't that bad. The only bad part was that last boss I ran into on floor 5. Floor 5, like, I'm telling you, it meleeed me for 15k when I had probably roughly 30k health or so, give or take. And that was pretty early on. It wasn't like it had 7 or 8 stacks. It hadn't been alive for very long. Alright, we're going. We're getting this now. Although I ran out of items. Okay. I'm gonna pull this Demolisher, aren't I? Yep, I did. So yeah, this is why I think it would be easier in a group. Because if you pull everything, which you're probably going to do, like this, you actually have a group. Maybe we're gonna do that. Let's see. Let's see if we can get into a group. What is this, Perdition? We might have Forces of Perdition. We might have different quests. No, we don't. Forces. Okay. I'm about to jump into raid, but wanted to stop by to say cheers. 1K subs, keep up the good work, and thanks for taking the time to tutor me and attempting to heal. Oh, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have fun in raid. I hope it goes well. And I appreciate that you stopped by. I'm glad the guides and all the tips have been helping. Well, that's war mode on. Alright, so these 2 groups, I think. I think they might have 3 people? 4 people? Alright. Well, we're on our own until a group decides to accept us. How are you liking Shadowlands so far? Shadowlands is good. Probably my favorite part is the raid, Castle Nathria. And I had a feeling before Shadowlands even came out, because I was doing beta testing all summer, and so I'd been seeing the fights and like all the different versions of all the fights, because they retested they retested Council, I think 5 times. They just kept changing the fight. The dance macabre mechanic was completely different the first time they tested that. It was just, you basically, the first time you had an extra, like your action bar changed and you had all these extra action buttons, and it was not fun. Nobody likes it. And which, I mean, it wasn't very exciting. So they changed that to what it is now. And they also retested, what was it called? Generals. You need help with something? I'm in the mod at the moment. I'm trying to group up to get this done. Oh, wait, what is that? But I'm also trying to find these items. Like, here we go. I think this is the last one I need. It is. And now what we're gonna do is kill the NPCs. It was a lot. The fight was completely different the first several times it was tested. It was bloody miserable. Yeah, it was horrible. Oh, that's... If I pull that guy... Oh, you know what? I'll pull this one. So, I see now why they suggest parties. And I have an assassin. Lovely. I might just make my own group. Because I feel like sometimes when people make a group and they post it in Group Finder, they forget that their group is in Group Finder. And so when people start to queue up, they don't actually see it. I don't know. So I might just queue us. Horrifying shout. Awesome. What do you think about the current raid tier? I've been enjoying it a lot. Oh, give me one sec. Since it's been my very first raid tier. Claim with the guild. Thanks for amazing guides. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad they've been helpful. So what do I think of the current raid tier? I like the current raid tier. I like that I'm not doing too well with this elite. Oh, this guy has this elite over here. So I like it a lot, actually. Oh, I'm not Guardian Affinity, am I? I think I'm Resto Affinity. If these elites could just not horrify, that'd be great. Because that's the thing that's tripping me up right now. So the raid tier is awesome. I'm not a big fan about how Blizzard made a lot of changes to Mistweaver and Resto Shaman, and like that's great. And they obviously gave Disc Priest Spirit Shell back. But they didn't really change anything with Holy and Resto Druid. Holy Priest, that is. That's a big boy. That's a big boy that I'm going to stay away from. And so, and I was talking to this about, like, with my guild the other day. And they were saying, you know, I wonder if it's because Blizzard's nervous about changing Resto Druid so much to make them bump them up a little bit higher in Raid because of Mythic Plus, because they're so good at Mythic Plus. I don't know what the answer is, but for several expansions now, Resto Druid hasn't changed that much. Even Holy Priest hasn't changed that much. I remember, because I played Holy Priest in Legion and BFA, and I'm playing Holy right now. And it's pretty much the same. But other than that, like, the fights are amazing. Like, classes aside, the fights are great. What does that do? It's something I don't want to be in. I also like that the fights require multiple healers. There are definitely a couple fights, like Mythic Shriekwing, if we're, you know, if you're in a Mythic guild. Mythic Shriekwing is so easy, there isn't a lot of damage at all, that you could probably 2-heal that with some gear. Like my Druid and like any of the other healers in my guild could 2-heal that. And so if it's progression, you could definitely 3 to 4-heal that fight. But other than that, you know, you look at Sun King and it's like, there was a guild on my server that 10-healed that fight when it was heroic week 1. And so I like that they focused on making fights that require healing. Because I remember in Eternal Palace, there were a lot of fights that were 2 to 3 healed. Howdy. Hi, Marty. How's it going? I remember, what was it? Ashvane. Ashvane in Eternal Palace back in BFA. There were a lot of guilds that 2 and 3 healed that. And then I remember, I think it might have been Method at the time. On Mythic Azara, I think they used 2 Discipline Priests on Mythic Azara and killed it. And so I like that Blizzard is actually, you know, incorporating kind of like healing fights and making it so that you can run 4 healers and not feel like you're overhealing it. Are we done yet? Oh, we're almost done. Alright, I said I was going to make a group. We're going to make a group. I'm going to get out of this huddle. Alright, what is this called? Forces of Perdition. War mode off. Let's see if we get any takers. Alright, we need this one. So yeah, I think after the Maw is done, I think I'll probably go in and do probably 1 layer 8 Torghast. Unless people are here, like, where I was supposed to do keys today. So if our tank is on and our group is on, I might do a key or 2. Good, and you? I'm doing well. I am glad that I got the stream up and running. Oh, this is the one that does the horrifying shout. Scoot this way. Yeah, I had some issues with audio because this is the first time I've streamed on YouTube. I used to stream on Twitch a couple years ago and then on Mixer last year. And so... Alright, so that horrifies you whether you have to interrupt that every time. So YouTube was a little bit different. I'm also using some new software. And I feel like anytime you use new software, you always run into the issue of troubleshooting and things like that. Are we done yet? You know, we're gonna travel. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna get out of this corner that we're in because I feel like I'm stuck over there and I just keep healing things and then waiting for them to respawn. So we're gonna go this way. Now I don't see the mobs that I need. Hello, very nice to see you online. Thank you for answering my question under your last video. Hope you're doing well. Oh, thank you. No, I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that my my answer could help. Glad I made it to the stream. Welcome, Nikki. Yeah, I am super happy that I got it up and running. I was so worried when I posted it originally. Like, I posted, I think, a couple hours before, and I was, like, super excited. I'm like, oh, we're gonna stream today. That was my plan all week. And then I ran into some technical issues, and I was, like, I had to basically respond. And I let everyone know. I was like, it's not gonna be at 2. We got it up and running at 2:30 my time. So it was only a half hour off, which I guess isn't too bad. Alright, I'm being hunted, so the next thing I pull is gonna have an assassin. I don't know where these mobs are. I need one more Myrmidon. And I need the Eviscerator, and they're not popping up. Like, I was in that corner over... Oh, that's the Eviscerator. The big boy that I dodged earlier. Alright, do I help this person? We're gonna help this person. Had a feeling the assassin would come out. Here, you take that. So, if anyone didn't know, if you're in the Maw and you see someone who gets scooped up by one of those winged... whatever they're called, you can DPS it, because the longer you are up in the air, the more their Eye of the Jailer, whatever that power is called, that goes up the longer they're up there. And so if you're able to help them out by DPSing the winged, whatever it's called, angel assassin thing, you help them out. Sorry, I didn't know that was much farther than you in the Maw. Yeah, I'm in Perdition. I need to open up the Beast Horns, which I just haven't done the quest yet. But I don't think I'm gonna have enough tiers to get over there. Alright, we might be in trouble. Alright, we're fine. I have trees in 1 second. And of course I pulled this boy. Okay. But you know what we can do? As soon as my treants disappear, I might just shadow meld this guy, because I don't want to waste time. Alright. We need one more mob. We need a Myrmidon. Quick question about Resto and Mythics. How often do you interrupt, and is Typhoon the best option? Typhoon, so I think that's the row with Mass Roots and Heart of the Wild. So Resto Druids don't have Typhoon anymore, like baseline. Oh, here we go. Balanced Druids do, and so we don't have Typhoon anymore. In that talent row, if it's the one that I'm thinking of, we take Heart of the Wild, and you would use that offensively if you take Balance Affinity. Right now, because everything hurts, if it's like last week and also this week because it's Spiteful, I take Guardian Affinity. Although if it's Tyrannical and you're doing keys and you pop Heart of the Wild with Guardian Affinity, it's probably not actually going to save you from the boss mechanic because they hurt so much. Alright, we can get the heck out of here. We are done. We're done with this quest. I have one more over there. Although, wait. Wait, maybe we should do this one. What's my eye? Oh. I'm almost 5 of 5. All right, we have a cipher. We have 3 charges. We're gonna attempt to open this place over here, the Beast Warrens. But yeah, interrupts and keys for Resto Druids are kind of non-existent. You can technically, well, I was gonna say you could put like a vortex down, Ursul's vortex, but that's not really a specific interrupt. That's more for, I guess, keeping them from stopping and casting. Because if your tank outranges them and they start to run to the tank and you drop a vortex, and they're just gonna be sucked right back into the vortex. I always feel a little bad in some mythics since DPS just don't do it. Yeah, no, that's definitely a DPS job. We ran into the same thing last night. I need to delist my group. We ran into the same... Ooh, Stygian Abductor, that's what it's called. I kept calling them winged assassins. They're not the assassins. This might actually put us at 5 of 5. We might not be able to get to the Beast Warrens today. Oh no. Oh no. Our bar is going up. Do you see that? Yep. We're gonna hit 5 of 5. Oh no.
You cannot escape your fate.
Is it gonna be right before 5 of 5? I feel like I could get one out real quick. I know, I actually kind of wish that Resto Druids had some kind of interrupt, because Elemental Shamans do. Elemental Shamans have a great... and Resto Shamans. Oh, what does this do? Periodically driven mad while within the Beast Warrens? What does this do? Alright. Alright. We're gonna go. I was thinking about this the other day. I was doing Torghast, and I was thinking about how... I don't know who was in charge of making Torghast and the Maw really creepy, because it's supposed to be this place of torture and madness and all this stuff. But it also had to come from somebody's mind. Like, whose job was it to be like, okay, what would be the scariest thing for somebody to endure? Oh, okay, I see. So it randomly horrifies you and does a ton of damage. Do you see this? Oh my, that was like 60% of my health. I was leveling my shaman today. I seen Wind Shear and I was pretty excited. Yeah, I don't understand why Resto Shamans have Wind Shear and Resto Druids cannot. I don't know. Even if, okay, so Guardian Druids have Skull Bash, and I think it would be pretty great. Oh, that's all I have to do. I just have to use this item. And then keep traveling. Okay. So imagine if Resto Druids, if you had Skull Bash, but you had to be in bear form. Because then you're not actually giving Resto Druids like a straight up interrupt. You kind of have to work for it, because you do have to not waste, but you have to spend a GCD getting into bear form in order to interrupt. So you'd have to kind of plan your interrupt in advance. I think that would be a fair trade-off, personally. Alright, so when we get here, we have to broker hunting rune. Oh, there's a quest over here.
It is clear you deserve only the best.
Alright, so I need these guys. I need to make sure I know where my cipher is, because if I get 5 of 5, Eye of the Jailer, I'm booking it. I'm booking it out of here. My assassin is somewhere nearby, I think. There he is. Oh, and if I get horrified, that's not going to be good, because that did a ton of damage. Alright, we have 2 of 15. Does anyone else have the Beast Warrens opened up yet? I'm just curious. I should have done it last week. I just, speaking of Ursus, I'm gonna put that down. I just didn't do it. I lost a lot of motivation to do the Maw last week. Been using Balance Affinity for a while now, so when someone really sucking use Typhoon, yeah. So what I used to do in BFA with Typhoon was I would put a, what do you call it? Healing taken reduced by 30% at 10 stacks. Oh, because we have 5 of 5. Okay. We're booking it. We'll finish this tomorrow. We're 5 of 5. I the jailer. And I'm not going to mess around with that. Yeah, in BFA, I used to put a vortex down, and then I would push the mobs into it if they were too close, like if they had gotten to the point where they were too far.
Do not throw the
Because sometimes
jailer's eye.
you, with vortex, it can be a little tricky because they have to be caught in it first, and then start moving forward a certain amount to then be sucked back. So Typhoon would help with that if you needed them
I will
immediately
detain you
away
no longer.
and kind of in one spot. Does a new raid drop any mounts? I don't think it drops any mounts, but you can get a pet from Sire to... Actually, I should show you. I got it last week. What's it called? Pummel? Nope. Nope. Remornia? Nope. What's it called? It's one of my favorites. Like, I literally marked it as a favorite. But yeah, you can get a pet from the last boss. And I think if you... There's probably a meta achievement where if you go in and you do all the achievements for every single boss, you can get a mount from that. My fiance has it open, but I've been slacking so hard on the Maw. Will of Remornia. Will of... Am I... Alright, collected. Oh, sort by... level, rarity, type. It used to put your favorites at the top. I don't know why it's not doing that. It is level 1 though, so we could just go through real quick. It's adorable. I remember when it dropped and I was like, what is this thing? This was partly why I wanted to also upgrade my dungeon journal. If you see at the top, I have total pets 1,023. And wow, the baseline only gives you 1,000 pet slots. If you reach 1,000 pets up here, whether they're duplicates or not, you can't get any more. It's not like a mount journal where you can just keep getting them. Like I have 268 up here. You can just keep collecting mounts. And so when Will of Remornia dropped, and I couldn't actually click on it to learn. Is it a critter? I thought it was a... Isn't it like a humanoid? Oh. That's why. Thank you. Okay. There we go. This is Will of Remornia. It's so adorable. It's basically the sword from the last boss, but it's in a pet form. It's little and cute and bloody and anima and kind of gross, but really cute. Yeah, so I finally got 1,000 polished pet charms to go and upgrade my pet journal. Because when I'm not healing and when I'm not raiding, I like to collect pets, but I don't actually like to I don't like to pet battle that much. Alright, 5 tomes. I need to make sure I have drums. Here, we have drums. How are our talents? We're gonna go and do Torghast real quick. Stellar Drift. Okay. So these are the talents that I'm gonna go into Torghast with. If you're curious, if you play Resto Druid. I'm gonna use Force of Nature because Treants are kind of, they'll tank for you. I like Renewal. Most people take Wild Charge, and honestly, this talent row is kind of, it's up to you. I like Renewal. It's an extra, especially as healing. If everybody takes damage, or even in a Mythic Plus actually, specifically, if everyone has taken damage, say it's Grievous, and I have Swift Mend available, and I have Hots on everybody. Instead of Swift Mending myself, I can use Renewal on myself, and then use that Swift Mend on like the tank, or a DPS who has a couple stacks. So I find that Renewal comes in more handy than Wild Charge. Wild Charge is kind of if you're out of place, or if you want to like disengage super quick out of something, but again, it has to do with positioning. So if you feel like your positioning is pretty good usually, and you'd rather have a safety net, I'd go with Renewal. So in Dungeons Raids, you play Resto while questing, play Boomkin. Yeah, while questing and doing world stuff, I play Boomkin. It's easier. I'll go Guardian if I'm farming for herbs, or if I forget to change. Because Guardian, you don't get dazed. So if you're riding around on your mount, then you can just pull everything, and you have more stamina anyway. But balance makes everything go a little bit faster. I'm going Restore Affinity just for the extra heals. Mighty Bash because it's an interrupt, and I'm doing it solo, so it means the mobs are going to be on top of me, so I can just kind of stun them. Star-Lord, Stellar Drift in case I need to kite. Good afternoon, Drew. Hi, Drew. How's it going? And then Solstice. So, we'll see how this goes. Oh, before I go in, though, I really need to sell some stuff. My bags are embarrassing.
All mysteries will be revealed.
Alright, we are going to get rid of a lot of these. I don't need that many slots, though. Oh, I probably don't. I don't need either of these. Alright, that should be good. Make sure I have a flask. I don't have a flask. I don't know if I can make a flask either. Nope. I'm out of Vigil's torch. It's okay.
Discover
Should be fine.
more secrets. Then we can talk.
Make sure we have our oil. Makes you look like a hoarder. I know. You know what? I am a hoarder. I am a WoW hoarder. I keep everything. Anything with like stats and stuff. So if I'm using, say I'm using a 213 chest, and I get a different chest with different stats, I'll keep it because I'm like, well, you know, it might be good for balance. Not that my raid doesn't make me go balance, but what if? There's always that what if question. We could have sold these. All right, so this week we have. Oh no! Oh no! So it's Cold Heart and it's Mortrugar. Cold Heart, I hate Cold Heart. I hate Cold Heart. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do Mortrugar, which is I think the undead zone. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. All right, we're doing this. I should eat. I still have stuff from 2011 in my bank somewhere. Okay, so my hunter, I played a hunter during MOP, and my hunter in the bank, it still has all the seeds and stuff. Oh, let me do one thing actually before I accept that. Seeds from the MOP garden. If anyone remembers that, you had like a garden in the, what was it called? That little the farm zone. All right, so what I was gonna do earlier in the here we go. When I was in the maw and I got caught by something, I was gonna post this to Twitter. All right, what am I calling this? Special stream? Special 1K sub stream? $1K sub stream celebration? Okay. So that's on Twitter. I also have a ton of the Tillers. Tillers, that's what it was called. Why'd you pick Alliance? Just curious. I picked Alliance because, when I first started playing, everyone I knew played Alliance, and it just so happened to work out that way. But now I continue to play Alliance because I really like the lore, and I really like the Rins. I miss Varian. Actually, so when Legion first came out, I think this one, right? Epic. Right after Legion came out, I rescued a cat. And I named him Varian because I was still very upset. I don't want to give away spoilers, but oh my god! Okay. That's a waste of a death. We're gonna go back and try that again. Oh my god. Why would they? Why would they just have a drop off? I told you guys, didn't I say this earlier? I was like, I'm gonna be a stag, and I'm gonna be that person who walks off of a cliff. I'm gonna be that person. I literally just did. Oh, that was awful. Okay. Anyway, I like Alliance. All right, good. It gives you the same choices. This better be a different. Okay, we're good. I cannot believe that just happened. That's like when you start a new floor and you start to walk forward. You're like, oh, I haven't pulled anything yet, and then a giant axe comes swinging out of nowhere. Run, Rudolph! Running right over the edge. Yeah, I feel like they like to do that to you in Torghast. That's a big boy. And I don't know if he's social. I wonder if I can root the... I don't want to root the big boy. I bet it's fine. This is what I'm gonna do. Oh, I should have popped Incarnation for this. This actually isn't as bad as I thought. I don't think they social because I'm not... Oh, I am. I'm in combat with the other one. Yeah. I should clip that running off the edge. I think they call it highlights. I should highlight that on YouTube. It's not clip. Okay, so this leaves some pretty nasty stuff on the ground. I'm gonna try to do this as quickly as possible because I don't want to spend all day in Torghast running over the edges. So I know some people kind of just fly through this and they, okay, those are in combat. I know they skip a bunch of stuff. I don't mind, like when I say I'm gonna fly through Torghast, I just mean like, I might pick and choose, like if there are elites, I might skip some, but when it comes to breaking the jars, there's something really satisfying about just dotting up the jars and breaking them, so I don't skip stuff like that. There's one thing I want to do though. Disable that. Okay. Oh, it's the same power. Yeah, so like these jars, there's something about breaking them that I like. It actually reminds me of if anyone played the old Zelda game on Nintendo 64, Ocarina of Time, when you could go and break the jars. Kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Yeah, what does everyone else think of Torghast? Have you done an 8 yet? That's a rare. This is a rare. Yep. I have one cooldown. I have Convoke. Alright, I'm gonna stun you. I'm gonna get some Astral Power. Cool. Oh, he did drop a power. Okay. This way. Alright, we're gonna have to help Blisswing. Probably find her friend. I feel like with more gear, Torghast is gonna be fun, because right now it's... I would love to just go in here and just kind of kill everything. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that would be a little boring, I'm not sure. Oh, I'd just be saying that right now because it takes so long, because I do it on 3 characters, but... the idea of coming in here and just kind of destroying everything sounds really fun. How are the game sounds now, Dread? Because I think you mentioned earlier they were a little loud. Are they still loud? Glad to see you got things working. Thank you. Oh, I know. I saw your comment. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, you should have seen me earlier. I was stressing a bit. I kept looking at the time and seeing how much time I had left until I had announced that I was going to stream at 2 Eastern. And I was like, this is not going to happen. Alright, Radiance because I have no heals. There we go. Seems fine to me. Okay, good. Very good. Yeah, I figured if I can get some of the chore stuff out of the way this weekend, because I have Sundays and Mondays off, and so I will do some Torghast. Wait. Is there... Oh, there's a power up there. I want that. I want that power. We're gonna grab this rope. I figured if I get some of the chore stuff out of the way, then I can do some more, like, fun things later on. So, we got that. How do I have to get closer? Okay. Grab this. I want this. Okay. Watch. Oh, I am gonna make it. Okay. The first time I had to jump off that ledge, I thought the same thing. I was like, I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna be a stag. I'm gonna be a run reindeer and fall off of that too. Let's use trains for that, but that would have been a waste. I don't think these social, so like I think I can pull this guy. Yeah. Oh, no, they do social. Hello. Alright, you want to get away, because whenever you use Convoke, you want to make sure you're not in melee. At least as balance, because you want your balance abilities to do more. And if you're in melee, then it's going to do like swipes and stuff like that. Have you been playing any Feral? So I was thinking about playing Feral because every tier I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna learn to play Feral. Now is the time. I'm gonna do it. And I haven't yet, only because not for a lack of interest, only for a lack of time. I want to say I like sat down to play Feral. What was it? Maybe during BOD, like sometime maybe halfway through BFA. And then I stopped playing it. And I feel like once you stop playing a spec, you kind of, it's not muscle memory anymore. And so I just never had the time to go back and kind of catch up on the changes. So I feel like there are always new builds coming out for like talent builds and stuff like that for certain specs. They definitely shortened the floors because I know I've kind of taken a while to do this floor. But when I did the Cold Heart wing, what was that, two or 3 weeks ago? That took a long time. Even on my druid, that took a long time. Okay. Reduce the cooldown. So I chose that one because I don't really care about a bag of herbs. I'd rather have the cooldown of my Convoke reduced. Do you have any tips for healing the prideful ad as resto? So for the pride, I guess it depends on what level, because if it's a 10, it doesn't hurt too bad as long as you go into it. Growler increases targets. That one. As long as you go into it with knowing that you have Convoke, even if you don't have Convoke the moment Prideful comes out, if you know that it's going to be up in like 20 seconds or something, then that's really good. So it's just something you want to look out for. I kind of just blanket the raid in rejuves, and I usually run photosynthesis, and so when the Prideful ad first comes out, I'll have photosynthesis on myself, blanket the raid, and then I might pop balance form to throw out, you know, some DPS. And then I want to say, like, when the ad gets around 50%, in general, you're supposed to use Convoke as an offensive ability, but also because everything hurts right now, I know a couple of Resto Druids that are using it defensively to heal everybody, so that is an option. And then I save Trank, because I don't use Trank a lot in dungeons. It's mostly for pridefuls, and prideful doesn't, you know, you're not going to get 2 pridefuls probably within a 3-second period. So you should have Trank towards the end if you really need it. Thought I would like Feral, but it's great. Yeah, I was watching a video over the summer, and it's somebody who, I think he PvPs, and I can't remember his name right now, but it's someone I found, someone I subscribed to, and I left a comment, and I was like, I don't even PvP, I PvE, but you make me want to play Feral. It looks like a lot of fun. Alright, that's an elite. Oh, I guess we're going for it. Okay, okie dokie. We pulled everything. I guess we could be pulling bigger. Like that, we just pulled that whole area and that was fine. What I should really do is focus on balance, because, alright, Barkskin, probably that one. Not Barkskin, balance. Balance is better for, well, okay, I'm not talking like damage or anything like that, but in general, like ranged are better than melee right now, because my raid group has a lot of melee, and so if I did ever go DPS, and I went to my raid leader and I was like, hey, I'm going Feral, he'd be like, oh god, oh no, that's not good. So what I should do is probably make sure that my balance spec is optimized if I ever did swap to damage for anything. Tried healing and failed. Oh wait. Oh, I see. I tried healing and failed. I have so much respect for healers. Did you try as Resto Druid, or was it a different healer class? Oh, that's a big pack up there. There are a lot of scavengers up there. Alright, we got our Starfall. I'm gonna rejuve, because these are hitting for a lot for some reason. Not a fan of this. Thank you for your raid videos. Switch from Affliction Lock to Resto Druid for a raid. It's been nice having a reference from. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I wasn't, so I came out with a video for the 1K, the celebration, and I had kind of talked a little bit about how, I think it was last year, I mean this is every year, but you know, I'd go onto YouTube because I do better with visuals, and I'd look for Resto Druid raid videos, and not just the videos that are like, you know, tell you what talents to take and all that stuff, what your major cities do, but I wanted something that was a little bit more in depth. And so I couldn't find anything, and I was like, well, you know what? I'm finding the answers myself either way, and if it doesn't exist, then why don't I make it exist? So that was kind of my take on that. I think restoration would fit me more. I got discouraged to try again. Disc is way harder to learn than every other healer. Yeah, Disc is its own beast. Discipline is, you have to understand that. Do I have CDs? I do. You have to understand a lot about, I don't know if this was a good idea. We're gonna find out. We just pulled this whole room. It's fine. We're fine. Disc, you have to know when to ramp, which can cost a lot of mana. So if you don't actually know how to ramp as Disc, then there is a very big possibility that you might be wasting your mana at the wrong time. And the other thing about Disc is that you have to know the fights really, really well, because ramping is all of your healing. And so if you don't know when to expect damage, then you don't actually know. Does that make sense? Like, you don't actually know when to heal, because Disc heals through atonement. And so if you're not putting your atonement out on everybody at the right time, then you're not actually really doing anything. Have I tried Torghast and Resto spec? I tried Resto last week, I believe. And Resto was fine. I just, it took a little bit longer. I actually have some I recorded it because I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a video about Torghast. And so I have some footage of me kiting, I think it was the floor 2 or floor 3 end boss as Resto. This was before the nerf. And it was scary. Oh, this is the boss. All right. We have no cooldowns. We have Convoke in 20 seconds. I heard that after I tried it. Yeah, after trying Disc. I wonder if we should use Hero on this. I'm gonna use Hero, because I don't actually have cooldowns, and this is taking forever. Of course I'm in melee. But yeah, so the thing about Disc, so Disc is looking really good. But Holy, I'm actually really excited because Castle Nathria is looking pretty good for Holy Priest. Alright, what do we have here? Entangling Roots, I don't care about. Probably this one. So, for example, I am going to, as much as I love Resto Druid, I want to be able to help out my guild as much as possible to get our first kills as fast as possible. So I offer to switch to Holy Priest specifically for Sun King. Because what you can do, the big healing cooldown, or the big external, I should say, that Holy Priests have is Guardian Spirit. And Guardian Spirit increases the healing that you do to that target. And so on Sun King, if you're familiar with that fight, that's the one with Kael'thas when you can, alright, am I gonna run reindeer off of this chain? I need to stop my story for a second. I already did a run Rudolph off the edge earlier. And my shaman has fallen off of this chain before. This is a big 50-50. Alright, we're gonna go for it. So, anyway, so Sun King is really good. That's the fight with Kael'thas, because you have to heal Kael'thas up to, I believe it's 45% first, and the boss comes out, and then you have to heal him up to 90%, and then the boss comes out again. And, so if you play a Holy Priest, you can use Guardian Spirit on him, and that increases your healing done to him. Alright, we're gonna very carefully jump back onto this. Yeah, I was Ghost Wolf as a shaman a couple weeks ago doing this, and I was doing this with, like, we had a full group. We had 5 people, and they were all in guild. And someone was like, "Oh, I'm nervous I'm gonna fall off." And I was like, "Oh, you're not gonna fall off. I've done this so many times." Splat, I fell off. Saying that. I was mid-sentence. "Oh, you're not gonna fall." There's something about these chains. You're so good at this game. I know, this is the... Oh, do you... Okay. This is the second trick that Blizzard has done so far to me in Torghast. I just ran all the way up here and there isn't even a soul to save. I would like to see Holy Priest. Yeah, I'm excited. I play Disc Priest. I swapped to Disc for... Alright, I see one up there. I swapped to Disc for... was it Nyalotha? No. It was Crucible of Storms. There was that, like, mini raid in between BOD and Eternal Palace, I think. And that was fine. And then I swapped to it again for Eternal Palace for a week. But to be honest, I don't like Disc Priest. If I had to pick a spec for Priest, I would prefer to heal as Holy. I think it's more fun. I know Disc is really good, and I know a lot of people think it's interactive, and I can play Disc. Like, I can play Disc fine, but if I had to choose, I would choose Holy Priest right now. How long you've been streaming? This is the first time I've streamed on YouTube, but I used to stream on Twitch and Mixer last year. If it's of any use, I was running back in Spires 11 earlier and Tiger dashed to the Kyrian, missed the click. Oh, it flew off the edge. Oh no! Smash, was that on the last boss? Oh no. Holy has so many abilities, it does look fun. It's a ton of fun. And now that Circle of Healing used to be a talent. I believe it was a talent, and now it's built into the spec. And there's a legendary. And I love the legendaries that let you interact with your spec. So for like Resto Shaman has this with Riptide, and Holy Priests have this with Circle of Healing and Prayer of Mending. All right, what do we want? We don't have a lot of Phantasma. I think I might just get the Anima Cell. I mean, my stats are fine. I think I'm just gonna get this.
Remember, everything has value.
But yeah, so for Holy Priest, your Circle of Healing and your Prayer of Mending, they interact with your Legendary and with your Holy Word spells. So to me, specs like that and legendaries like that are the, I don't know, I think they're the best. They're kind of like what I would look for. Your damning spells have a, that's fine, I guess. Like the Resto, I don't think I'm not wearing the Resto Druid one right now, wherever it is, but that's the Unending Growth. Like you basically, it's just a passive. So like your rejuves have a chance to create more rejuves. So it's not that fun. I think there are other legendaries for other healer classes that make this spec more fun. But it is what it is. Okay, this is where my Run Rudolph was. Yep. Okay. I had a feeling, because the second time I ran back in, it wasn't this level, it was a different one. So I'm not gonna Run Rudolph off of the edge. I learned. For example, Warlocks. This one is just an effect that procs 10% damage increase. I mean, yeah, like that's... I'd be super psyched if that proc can... Oh. I mean, I know that's damage, but I'm thinking, like, this would never happen. But imagine if a healer had that. 10% increased healing. They would never do that, but... Alright, damage spells have a high chance. I'm getting kind of... crappy powers. I'm not a fan of these powers. Also, I'm pretty sure this is a freebie floor because I'm not seeing a lot of intense mobs. I'm not seeing any, like, elites or anything, unless they're at the end. I'm seeing these pesky maw rats. Yeah, see, I'm telling you, look at these powers! I would love the power that affects Convoke. I think it increases your healing and damage by 50%. That would be great. That would be, I think I have one. I guess this one, like anything that's offensive really. Like I'm not really looking for defensives right now. Have I tried Dark Titans for Mythic Plus? I've only crafted one legendary. And it ended up being a rank, was it a rank 3? I think it was a rank 3. Yeah. I can't remember. But yeah, it was either rank 2 or rank 3 for raid, because I wasn't actually interested in pushing Mythic Plus, and I realized that by the time I am looking to push a little bit more Mythic Plus, it's going to be when I have better gear. So that was just a personal choice. I know a lot of people crafted a rank 1 raid legendary, and then they crafted a rank 1 like Dark Titans for Mythic Plus, and I just decided to not. Your healing spells have a chance to cause the effectiveness of your heals. That would be amazing. I know! That's what I'm saying! That would be amazing! I don't think Blizzard would ever do that, because that would just be... that would be broken. Alright. Enemies... Ooh. So that's pretty good. I would take that. Especially after what I've seen. I've seen so many floor bosses at the end who, like, their haste is increased. And, like, that's how I died. That's how my priest, you know, was taking 10k, like, hits from I think it was, what is it called? Soul Blast or something like that. And that 15k melee. So if I can slow enemy cast time, that would be great. A few things to start off with. Yes, I added you because... awesome to see. Don't be intimidated. If anything, I'll be the one in the kitchen. Alright, we're nearing the end. I actually think there's a secret orb. Oh, okay, so there used to be... do you see that ledge down there? So the last time I did this specific wing, my GM was in the group with us, and he was the only one who was like, hey guys, look, there's a power down there. We should go get it. And all 4 of us looked at him and we were like, we're not going down there. We're not gonna go and get... and we ended up wasting like 2 or 3 deaths, him trying to get down to that ledge. to get to the power down there. He was like, it's okay, I'll just, I'll goblin glider down there. Yeah, this was an easy floor. This was basically... This was kind of a freebie. Oh god, not Kyrina. It was Kyrina! It was Kyrina, Gabe. Gabe, I think Gabe might have been in that... Because, okay, it started off, I think Gabe was tanking. And my shaman was in the group. Periodic heals have a high chance. We'll do this one. And Gabe was tanking. And it went from, like, me, Gabe, and, like, a DPS... to like 2 extra people being like, oh hey, you should carry me too. Yes, I tanked it. I was so scared.
Even a harvester of pride does not deserve to languish
Come here, Saw.
here.
They have the strangest names for the NPCs in here, if
Let us go
anyone has
find
noticed
Varric.
that.
He cannot be
We
any
have
better
Saw,
than
or no,
us.
Son. It's Son. Yeah, it's Son. Miraz. Yeah. Oh, he's a big boy. I was not expecting that. I don't know how they came up with these names. All right, I'm gonna pop hero with this because he is not dying. He's at 4 stacks and he's not dying. I don't understand. Jason Mraz. Okay, so Fox, there is an NPC in here that you can help, and you get like a power orb from them, and you have to help Miraz find his weird creation that he made. It's like a teddy. It's not a teddy bear, but that's the only way I can think to describe it. And you have to go and find it, and it's the cutest thing ever because whenever he finds it, he goes, Buttons, and then Buttons goes, Miraz, and he runs over to him. But yeah, my point is that they come up with the weirdest names. Also, when we talk about their priorities, some of them finding their value, their dagger or something, or escaping an eternal power of torment. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't understand why they're just kind of here, unless they're new additions. Like, they could be new additions, because I think about how Jaina and Anduin and Bane and all of them, you know, were stuck in Torghast. Maybe that's because they were, I don't know, bigger targets, I guess? But yeah, I also don't understand how, like, we take Miraz and we go and we find Buttons, and then at the end of it, once you finish the objective, they're like, oh, thank you so much, we're gonna head out. And it's like, but weren't you captured in the first place? Like, now you're just totally fine walking out on your own? That bell is super important. Okay. I know, it could be like an heirloom. It could maybe, I don't know, their version of an heirloom. Champion, I must find my aspirin bell. Then, alright, I'm gonna head out. It's exactly what they do. It's like, okay, they are unable to find their bell on their own. But as soon as we find the bell, they're like, alright, I can find the exit on my own. Trying to teach us not to get attached to material things. Thanks, Blizzard. Alright, where are we going? We're going up here? We're going up here. Oh, you know what? I forgot. These are the ghosts that come back to life after 30 seconds or so. I think it's the elites. I can't remember. We're almost done, though. We're almost done with floor 5, and then there's just the boss. Oh, I'm gonna... This is... You know what? This is the bridge I actually fell off. Remember I was talking about my shaman earlier? Oh, geez. There's the guys. Okay. Alright, we're gonna get off this chain, because it makes me nervous. Like our Heart of Azeroth, you can't even delete it. Oh, have you tried to delete the Heart of Azeroth? I don't think I've tried. I think I just took it off. I replaced it with something. Okay, we'll get this soul fragment. It's not a fragment, it's a remnant. We'll get this soul remnant. We'll brave the chain one more time. Oh, dear God. Yeah, there's something about this chain. I think because I've had terrible experiences with it. I'm telling you, at first I was super confident with the chain. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna fall off. And it was like my shaman had a mind of its own. And I fell off. You can't delete it, make little old Magni upset.
Oh, and still with all
Can't risk him coming into the Shadowlands to give it back to us.
Son, about
Yeah, okay, so let's see. Can we
you for
also
your
talk about where
assistance.
the heck
you
Khadgar
should
is?
probably use
Because
a little more caution in the future.
I don't... Alright, so we had Legion, right? We had Legion. And we fight off Titans and all that, whatever we did. And I don't remember seeing him at all in BFA. Like, I don't know if he just went to go take, like, a nap, if he was like... Sorry, Legion took a lot out of me. I don't know what happened to Khadgar, and I don't know if it's a plot hole, and they just kind of forgot to mention him. Oh, you know what? I should have picked the stats. I picked the wrong one just now. Alright, boss time. Can we also talk about the giant-ass sword that's still in Silithus? Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on with the sword. I'm wondering if it's one of those things where they just haven't updated the graphics for it, because... Actually, no, because the whole issue was that it was a wound, and so if you don't take the sword out, I mean, I don't think the wound can heal. Next expansion, he'll become a villain, Badgar. Oh,
For
I mean,
you,
okay. So
I
here's
offer
my
only the finest.
here's a miniature theory. I also think that they've already talked about it so much. They've mentioned it a lot of times that time works differently in Shadowlands than it does on Azeroth. And even when we find, I think it's Jaina, when you go into Torghast and you find Jaina, and she's like, oh, it feels like it's been an eternity or whatever she says. So there is, going back to Badgar, we could go back. It is totally feasible that maybe he did somehow turn bad. What do we want? I wish this one was a little bit longer. The Silent Spirit, you deal 25% increased damage for 5 seconds after exiting Prowl. The issue with that one that I mean, I picked it before, but the issue is that, so you spend a GCD, you know, casting something like dots if you're balanced, and so then it drops down to 4 seconds, and then you have like a 1.5 second cast or whatever. So I feel like by the time you're not actually, it's your initial damage that is getting the 25% increased damage. And it just doesn't seem worth it. I don't want that either. You know, we're just gonna get the cell. We're gonna get 2 cells.
Until
Oh, you can only get
our
1?
next transaction.
Sometimes they give you 2. That one.
Everything is negotiable.
Can I disprove that theory by stating that in-game we're going to, and from the Shadowlands, talk to people and collect things? For example, Sarah sends you back. Oh, true. True. Very true. So wouldn't we know if something was going down in Azeroth? That's a great point that I didn't think about. All right, so we already have that one. I'm just gonna get all. I have so much. We're just gonna get these. What is this one? Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna get this. Okay, we're gonna call it a day.
You struck a hard bargain. Good show.
Don't say the T word, Gabe will hear you. I know, I said the T word like 5 times just now. Look at his Santa hat. Oh, okay. I know they always do this. I know they put Santa hats on everything. But I haven't seen it on every NPC yet, and this one is adorable. He's this, like, what, 50-faced monstrosity with a little red Santa hat. Okay, we're gonna do this. Okay, so he just casted Steel Vitality that I interrupted, but I don't think I want to know what that does. Does he fear me? Oh, he fears! He fears! Oh, alright. What does Steel Vitality do? I'm assuming that takes health. That probably takes health. True's a ret paladin. I knew it was coming. Ouch. Okay, I can't stand in these. I can't stand in those, apparently. I have a feeling those do a ton of damage. So yeah, he hurts. This guy hurts. It's the prophecy of death that spawns it. Oh, we got this. All right, treants are out. Sunfire back up. He's gonna fear me. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, my orb disappeared. Alright, I have Convoke in 3. Alright, that is done. Alright, what else? So what did I say? I needed to do, what, 3 or 4 more dungeons? 3. 3 more dungeons. It sucks because I wanted a time-skipped Azeroth, but I think lore-wise it would make sense considering people are going to and from Stormwind to grab people. That, yeah, I kind of forgot about that. I guess I was assuming they would do a time-skipped Azeroth because they've been hinting at it for so much. Like, so often. Should I do the other wing? Could do the other wing and just get it over with. That didn't take very long. Well, it took 40 minutes. But I'm also talking. I'm not doing this as fast as I normally do. Alright, people are wanting to do keys though. I guess it depends. Dread, are you still here? I think Gabe is still here. We could either do a key, or I could go and do Cold Heart. Let's see, I have 1300 Soul Ash. Resto for this one? I just feel like Resto's just gonna take... Resto takes me a while. Resto took a long time, the last layer 8 that I did. I'm here doing a BG quickly, then I'll do keys. How long does a BG take? Because I have a feeling Cold Heart's gonna take a while. I really don't want to do Cold Heart. Cold Heart is the one, I think with all the Night Fae, and there's a mob that fears. Torghast the monk is almost 60, then we do monk keys. 15 minutes for, okay, we'll do Cold Heart and get it over with. If there's one Torghast wing that I hate, it is Cold Heart. And Upper Reaches. I think Upper Reaches is a close second. Okay. Alright. Yep, it looks just as terrible as it did the last time. Okay, so this guy, the agent does the fear. I think the agent does the fear. Yep. Oh, it does. Also, anything that stops you from being able to go AFK sucks. Yeah, I tried to not even AFK. I wasn't even gonna go away from my keyboard. I was trying to post on Twitter, and you should do some BGs. Okay. You don't want to see me do BGs. You really don't. Everyone's gonna watch me do BGs and then be like, nope, I'm never listening to her Resto Druid advice again. To be fair, PvP is a lot different than raiding. Alright, we're gonna pull... I hope they don't social. I never know what socials and what doesn't, because I've pulled one, like, when you find a group in Torghast that's all clumped up and they're all in combat with each other, I've pulled one mob before, and not even with a dot. And then everything pulls. And then sometimes, like right now, like this guy just pulled. Unless it was, oh, it could have been a have been a shooting star. Do I have that? Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe my AoE could be pulling it. Because the last one didn't social. When I do BGs, it just turns into trying to find a hiding spot to full channel trank, then hiding until it comes back. I don't even know if I... Oh, no, you know what? The last time I did Battlegrounds with someone in guild, I was Resto. And we lost all of them. We did like 5. It was week 1, I think. It was right before Heroic came out. Or maybe week 2. And then everyone left a group, and I was like, well, I still need BGs. I need a cap for the week. So they all left, and then I started winning. So, I don't know. Alright, that agent... Alright, this guy's alone. I'm trying to remember what the automaton does. I think the automaton enrages? I'm trying to remember. Well, he does a thundering stomp. Maybe it's the knockback. I don't know, the last time I did this place, I did it... This was actually... No, you know what? This is the week that I skipped Torghast on my priest. Because I did it on my druid, and then I went and I did it back-to-back on my shaman. And this place, it was the week that you could get Meatball, the follower. And with Meatball, you have to go and you have to kill, like, his tormentor or something like that. And so I found, if you look at this little, like, hallway right here, you could fall off the edge. And so I found the tormentor, and he was lumbering at me, like, you know, taking his time. Wasn't that scary, wasn't doing anything. Wasn't stopping to cast. And he got closer to me, and he did this ginormous stomp, and I flew, like, halfway across this map. Not really, but it seemed like it, and I fell off the edge. I've had some bad times in this place. The owl ones cast something that gives them damage increase when you move. Yeah, that's the one that they do, like, they give themselves enrage or hero or basically something like that. And the more you move, the more they do. I just need to pull everything. I'm pulling really slowly right now. Oh god, that reminds me. Okay, so Merp just reminded me of something. So because I've been doing such a great job at falling off the edge today, although it's only happened once. I've only fallen off the edge once. Hey Adam, how's it going? Or should I say Garo. So back in Nyalotha, if anyone remembers the trinket from Rathian, Rathian dropped a really sweet trinket. The dragon scale, I think. And at first, when the raid came out for the first, like, I don't know, month or so, 3 weeks maybe, 2 weeks, the trinket would periodically, or maybe it was all the time, if you jumped while you were using that trinket, it would slow fall you. You would kind of, like, glide through the air. And on the second boss in Nyalotha, the boss does a knockback. And I was playing a Holy Paladin at the time. And you know, melee can get a little tricky when there's a frontal and you're trying to strafe out of it or run through the boss, and I clipped the boss. I didn't get out of the frontal, and it knocked me away. And normally that would have been okay, because when a boss does a knockback, it doesn't actually, you know, throw you all the way across the raid. It just kind of, like, bumps you back a little bit. But because of this Rathian trinket, it did a slow fall. So I slow falled very slowly, just watching myself die off of the edge of the platform of the fight. It was horrible. And then the next week, Blizzard changed it. They took out the slow fall from it. I couldn't have been the only person who had issues with it. I need to be using my cooldowns a little bit more. Yeah, do you see how long this is? I can't even see the end. I think the end is, like, way up there. So some places I feel like they changed. They made them a little bit shorter, but Coldheart is still takes a while. They made it on use slow. Yeah, they made it on use. It used to not be on use. It was really bad. Garrus, how's it going? What are you up to? You working on your Alliance Paladin or your Horde Paladin? Sanguine 5. Ooh. Sanguine 5. Which faction? Are you online? Looks like Horde. Monk. Oh, Monk. Alright, I'm just gonna pull everything.
You are
Pull you
hunted.
guys, pull you guys.
Be
Not the
wary.
Marat. I don't care about the Marat.
Break.
Okay. What does this guy do? I think he steals your... Oh, he does. I wonder if you get it back, though. Do you get your Phantasma back after you kill him? I wonder. Because I really like my Phantasma, and I'd like to keep it, and I have no cooldowns. I have Convoke. Yeah, we're gonna try it. We're gonna put this down. Going for it. Oh! Did he just take it? He didn't. I don't know how that works. Because I wasn't actually in range for it. Oh, no, nope, nope, nope. He's taken my Phantasma. He took like 20. 17, maybe. Oh, you don't get... Oh, you do get it back. Okay, you get it back when you loot him, I guess? Is this the fractured... What's his name? That's the animated Stygia. So, removes the damage done penalty from any fractured Phantasma lures? I don't think I have any lures. And then there was a power down here. Alright, so at some point, my priest needs to do Torghast this weekend. Probably this one. There's another power, like the other one I decided not to take, where if your Moonfire, Rake, or something else are on at least 3 targets, the damage is increased by 50%, and in theory that sounds great, but the thing that gets me is that it needs to be on 3 targets, because if you're... What I really care about is the end bosses. I don't really care about the trash that much. And there's only one end boss, so unless I pull all the trash to the end boss, that power doesn't really do me any good. Alright. So pull these guys.
Your soul will serve.
I would pull the other group too, but they do a fear, and I'm not really into fears. I think that's partly why I'm not a big fan of PvP, because I feel like PvP is just all about stuns, and I feel like, especially with rogues, if you have more than one rogue in the group, you just get chain stunned, chain feared, chain everything. Okay, I think we're getting there. Very, very gradually. Alright, so we'll pull these guys, we'll pull the Marat. We'll start going up. Actually use a cooldown for this. I just have to loot. I can't even kite them up. Okay, so here's the owl guy. Please don't social. Okay. And there's an automaton. Okay, so I think... How are we gonna do this? I just used my cooldown. Here's what we can do. Here's my plan. Alright, I'm gonna try to pull this guy. And hopefully not AoE the other guys. What I was saying about rejuve instead of regrowth while in Tree of Life. Does that apply even when you're innervating, or are you using innervate for someone else? So for innervate, you have kind of a small window. Innervate is great for druids, but it's not the best if you're looking at all the different healer classes. So what I try to do during innervate, I try to get down a new I try to use the expensive spells. So I'll try to put down a new Efflow, I'll get out a Wild Growth, I'll get out a new Life Bloom if I need to, like refresh it before it ends, and then the rest of it is just filler. So it's kind of situational. If I already, like, I've been taking Abundance lately, and so if I already have a ton of, like, at least 5 rejuves already out, and I have Innervate, I might spend the Innervate window spamming regrowths because I already have enough rejuves out, if that makes sense. Like, that's basically what I ended up doing on Mythic Huntsman. I knew exactly, like, the specific time when I was going to be using Innervate, and so I prepped in advance for it to get out rejuves so that when I used Innervate, I could spam some regrowths because it was a high damage point, and then they had double healing. So then I also favor Mastery. I'm going to pull this. We're doing it. So the higher mastery you have, the more your hots do. If they're on targets with, if you have a target with more than 1 hot, all of those hots are going to be doing increased damage, or increased healing rather. So yeah, it's, oh, that was a knockback. It's kind of situational. If you don't have a lot of hots out, I would say prioritize rejuve. But if you're planning it and you already have rejuves out, it's okay to spam a few regrowths. All right, I see a chest over there. You guys can watch my sick puzzle skills. Okay. Nope. 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 All right. What have I not tried? Oh, wait, I got it, okay. Alright, haste or... Okay. That sounds good. We're still on we're on floor 1. I feel like they have not shortened Cold Heart at all. Taken us about 15 minutes so far for this one floor. Alright, we have an agent. We're gonna kill the agent first.
The ball flames shall break.
I'm hoping we're getting to the end. I think we are. I think it's right around this corner here. Yeah, it is. Okay. And I'm pulling everything because I know this place was difficult the last time, and I just want to make sure I have enough Phantasma. Oh, okay. This is not good. These guys hurt a lot. These archers here. I know when they were spawning for my Shadow Priest, it was a rough time. Alright, we're gonna get those. Not gonna get the Marat. I see now why my guild made a kind of a joke guild rank called Marat. And at first I thought it was kind of funny because I was like, oh, you know, haha, it's from Torghast. The Marats are, you know, like these like gross Marats that live in Torghast. And then I realized that I think my guild made a Marat rank as a joke because they're annoying. The Marats are annoying, so if you demote somebody to Marat rank, it's not a good thing. Alright, give me that power. That's the one I didn't want. I am glad that we're getting this done today, because I feel like I always say I've been saving Torghast for Mondays. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna stealth, and then we're gonna not stealth. Yeah, see, like 2 seconds have already gone by. I feel like you don't really get a lot from that power. And I have no cooldowns. Actually, I have Treants. Alright, so I'll probably save Treants for when it gets to like maybe 3 stacks. It's also because we had a weak aura that was amazing. What was the weak aura? Do I not know about the weak aura? My astral power is kept. I like the growl damage buff power. I like it in theory, but then by the time you get out of it, like my, like let's see. My Starfire is a 1.8 second cast, so right there you waste 2 seconds just calling down one ability. I don't know. I wish they would lengthen it just a little bit. Okay. You have all of the affinity bonuses, grant immunity, or gain immunity. Okay. Should we do this one? And just pull a whole bunch of stuff? I don't know. This is that one. The Holy Gospel of True. That's... Oh, okay. So is it because anyone who uses that weak aura, they get demoted to Mara? Is that what it is?
A child of Bastion.
Feral affinity? I think I ended up taking the bark, yeah, the bark skin duration. They were all kind of, I wasn't a fan of any of them. That's what I'm talking about. Like, if you go in and do Torghast on a shaman, the powers are so much fun. There's one where your Frost Shock kills anything under 10% health. Like, that's insane. That's insane to me. Meanwhile, I'm over here with the power that, like, I leave a Prowl, and my damage is increased for 25%. Meanwhile, they have Frost Shock, and they kill anything under 10%. That's so insane to me. Yes, Marat couldn't speak in guild chat. Oh! Oh, I didn't interrupt the agent. I'm glad we're out of the run. Okay, what are we gonna do? We're gonna pull this guy. That pulled. Okay. Oh, the other ones didn't social though. You can also get the arcane damage chance to turn stuff into chairs. I thought that was for... Oh, that's true, yeah. So that's for classes, any classes that have arcane damaging abilities. Which is fun with Moonfire. I mean, that one does come in handy. I haven't seen that one, though. Like, I've done... How many floors have I done now? I'm on the second wing, and I haven't seen that power yet. Need to pug better healers. Oh, no. I feel like pugging those mid keys is tough. Because I feel like people who are doing 5s might need that gear a little bit. Like, there's a very specific reason why they're doing it. And so it might not be... Oh, I didn't pull that. It might not be, like, the strongest healer that you could get. I had cooldowns for that. I should have just pulled the whole room. I'm gonna pull these guys. I wonder if there's anything else I can pull. Oh wait, I don't have Convoke. I've been pugging low mist keys just for the trinket. It won't drop yet. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are after that trinket. My priest got really lucky and got it the other day. Got it last night, I think. Alright, he hurts. He's at 4 stacks. It's about to turn to 5. I think it's 5 stacks. Six stacks. That's the tricky thing about pulling more than one elite. Because I usually try to just single target one of them down. Like I'll keep the other one mounted. Or not mounted. What does it say? Oh, Soul Remnant. Dotted. Marat. I'll get these two guys here.
To life will be severed.
I had the Plume Trinket from Nathria and the Archon one from Spires at the moment. Is that as Rester Druid? Okay, so we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna single target the elite. Yeah. So I like when other people use the Archon Trinket. I think that's the one that gives you versatility, right, with the orbs. But right now I'm using, or I should say, okay, week 1 I was using the Dark Moon Trinket, and what was the other one? What's the other trinket I was using? I can't remember, actually. It was Dark Moon and... oh, man. I don't even think I have it anymore. Week 1. I don't remember what I was using. Oh, the Phylactery. So week 1 and 2, actually, and maybe even week 3 for Mythic, I was using this Siphoning Phylactery Shard and the Dark Moon Trinket as Resto. And that was okay. It wasn't great. After the Denathrius one, I got really lucky. I got the Denathrius Trinket. I thought that was going to take a really, really long time. Because loot is just so, like, you're targeting loot from a very, you know, one boss. Okay, moving far away from that automaton. Because he does a knockback. He's already at 5. He's about to be 5 stacks. I don't know how he gains so many stacks so quickly. Reminds me of farming for the Mythic N'Zoth Trinket. That one took a while. Oh.
You are hunted.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I didn't want the Mythic N'Zoth Trinket as Resto, and I remember when my guild killed it, we I was actually playing. I wasn't playing Resto. I was playing Holy Paladin. And I didn't want it as a Holy Paladin. And so I went Ret Loot Spec. And our first kill, the Devastation's weapon dropped for me. And I obviously couldn't trade it because it's a higher item level, but our melee were excited because I could just continue to go Ret Loot Spec and get them the weapon and actually put it up for roll. I feel like my characters might just be really lucky when it comes to first kills because that was our first N'Zoth kill. And then our first Denathrius kill, I got the trinket. Okay, are we doing this? We're gonna do this. And wait for that to expire. Our warriors were so salty. I know. I can't remember. I think Gorlock might have won the second one that dropped. Because I had another Devastations that dropped the next one. I had so many. I think I gave away 3. 2 or I got 1 and I gave away 2, I think. Both of our Holy Paladins got the trinket and screen shared it while they disenchanted it. That's horrible. That's horrible. Yeah, that's exactly why I didn't go Holy Loot Spec. Because I think the only... okay, so my logic was, okay, if I stay Holy Loot Spec, then I have a chance, like the extra... like I need the Azurite and whatever, and that's fine. And the extra loot piece, and there's a ring that dropped, and the extra loot piece would be the trinket. However, if I switch to Ret, then the extra loot piece would be a weapon, and I'd much rather use the weapon than the trinket. Except that the weapon kept dropping. Playing a Destrolock. I was really sad about it for the next 2 or 3 raids. Oh. Alright, we're almost at floor. Do I have cooldowns? sort of have cooldowns. Did I miss anything? I feel like this was... Oh, I did. I missed that wing. I did this the last time I was in here.
Hunted. Be wary.
Almost hit that.
A child of Bastion, undeserving of such a fate. Lead them into light.
Okay. Yeah, I did this the last time. For some reason, I always go right. And I always miss this this wing over here. It has, I know, at least one power that you can get. It's really aspiring. Rester Druid, hope everyone is having fun so far. Welcome! I know alt raid was fun. I know alt raid wasn't it wasn't the typical alt raid that we normally do. Oh, these social. 3 of them pulled. That's okay. We'll get more next week. And I have a feeling that some people, you know, like we have a lot of raiders going to alt raid right now, and you know, I think once the raid has been out for a little bit longer, some raiders I assume will drop off. They'll get kind of bored or not need loot anymore, things like that. But yeah, I thought we did pretty well. I mean, we went over time a little bit, but we also started really late, and then we had to switch over from heroic to normal, so that ate up a little bit of time. But we cleared normal in what, like an hour? I think normal took us like an hour and a half, maybe tops. I would really like this Soul Remnant. Hello. Got my legendary. Nice. Is that on your monk, Garrus, or is that on your alliance paladin? Hey, how do you make the custom audio weakors you talk about in some of your vids? So the one that I use is it was a Weakora pack that was made like 2 or 3 years ago that I just found on Wago, and the guy hasn't updated it, so I just, every time it breaks, I just go in and I fix it. So I don't make my Weakoras from scratch. I take like I'll take a Weakora and then I'll tweak it to however I need it to be. And that saves a little bit of time because I'm not kind of reinventing the wheel. But I can show you, as soon as I'm out of combat, I can kind of show you. Adding audio sounds to Weakoras, no. Crap. We're good. We're good. It doesn't actually knock you off, but we're good. So I can show you, like if we open up Weakoras right now, I have a lot. Mine are kind of, it's messy. What are we looking for? Rester Druid. So this is the pack that I talk about, and I think the sound, I think it's in load or trigger. It might be trigger. Nope. It's actions. Okay. We have to go to a specific one. So let's go to, I need to find one that actually, let's see, innervate. Let's look that up. Okay, so innervate should play a cat sound. So you can see here, if you search for whatever you're looking for, you can go to, you know, find it. So I'm looking at innervate, for example. So I search that. It's right here. I have it highlighted. And you go up to actions, and it plays a cat sound whenever it there are triggers for like different things. So if you want it to be like, I have one for when life bloom falls off, that plays a specific sound. I have one for innervate, which only plays when I get an innervate, so whether I use it or whether somebody gives it to me. How is your rotation? I'm Rester Druid and Raid. Do you use Wild Growth on every cooldown? I just feel it's mana heavy to do that. So Wild Growth, you want to prioritize Wild Growth. It does a ton of healing. The tricky thing to balance is using Wild Growth when during an appropriate time. So you don't want to just use it, you know, sometimes I won't even use it right at the start of a pull. I might save it for, I don't know, a few seconds, 10 seconds maybe. Because you're right, if I know that it's a mana intensive fight and nobody's taking damage, then I'm just not going to use it. Other than that, like I'm thinking of a fight like maybe Darkvein. Darkvein, you get to a point in the fight where everyone's just constantly taking damage, so you definitely want to prioritize using that. Yes, my monk, I didn't have the recipe to make the one I wanted. I can make my rank 4 now. Oh my gosh. So you're just jumping right up to the rank 4. Still haven't decided what to make on the Alliance Paladin. Definitely need to make some adjustments to my UI. I did that right before BFA came out, and actually after it came out too. I waited until the last minute. And so right before Raid started with Castle Nathria, I had to go back through and make some changes. I'm pretty sure I uploaded the most recent version of my profile to Wago. But yeah, it definitely UI stuff takes a long time. That's partly why I try to do it in one sitting, so I'm not just starting it and then leaving it and then going back to it later on. I try to do it, you know, when I'm like all my focus is on it. You can also add your own file sounds. Yeah, you can do that too. My guild always jokes about adding random sounds to alright, what do I guess this one. What legendary use in raids? Yeah, I use the rejuvenation one in raids. I'm pretty sure I made a rank 3. I haven't made a Mythic Plus legendary yet, but you made it for when Efflo falls off? Yeah, I do the same thing. I have a weak aura that plays a sound when Efflo falls off. Leveling my Resto Shaman at the moment, still haven't decided. Oh, that's a rare. That's a rare. Haven't decided between Resto Druid, Shaman. Don't know if I'd go Alliance or Horde. I like Alliance, but that's only because I've been playing on Alliance forever. I'm just gonna pull this. And you know what I'm also gonna do? I want that Mallrat to explode on the thing. Oh, I don't think it hit it. I like Alliance, but if you are looking to do Mythic raiding as Alliance, it's not as popular as Horde. And when it comes down to Resto Druid or Resto Shaman, I like them both. I'm biased towards Druid, so I would say Resto Druid, but I've also been having a lot of fun as Shaman. You take 30% less physical damage, but suffer more magic. I feel like this place does more magic damage. So I'm gonna go with that. And then I'm gonna get these guys. What happens when I deplete this 2 key? What does it turn into? What does it? It probably just turns into a new 2, I would think. I've never thought about that before. What does a depleted 2 key turn into? I can confirm the Dark Titan's lesson is super underwhelming in raid. Yeah, the only fight that well, not the only, but one of the only fights that I think it could be really good is on, oh man, maybe Sun King, because you could keep one on yourself and heal the raid, and then keep one on Kel'Thas and heal him up. But I also haven't seen Sun King on Mythic yet. I'm hoping we'll get there next week. I'm waiting for my cooldowns, by the way. I know I'm just sitting here. Can confirm. Okay, yeah, and then it's really good for Mythic Plus. I just got Mother Tree last night. Yeah, so Boomkin Lego is another thing. Like, I'm not even using a balance legendary right now, and I play balance for like any kind of world stuff. So there is a balance. No pun intended. There's a balance between crafting your legendaries. Like, do you upgrade if you raid? Like, do you continue to upgrade the legendary you have, or do you craft a rank 1 and then say you really want to do Mythic Plus? Do you then go and craft a rank 1 Mythic Plus legendary as Resto? If you really want to play balance, like, do you spend some Soul Ash and make that one? Hi there, you're just joining. Sorry if I already asked this. I use LVUI, and if you go to, I should put it in one. I should put this in my about, actually. I'll update that after stream. I have my LVY profile uploaded to Wago, so if you want to try it out, like everything you see here, my damage profiles are not as optimized as healing ones. So this is literally just kind of thrown together, my balance profile. But if you want a really good healing profile, I really like mine. I've tried a lot over the years. and I finally had my LVY profile kind of tweaked and changed to the way I like it. And if you import it, I think I have cooldowns now. If you import it, I'm gonna use hero. It saves most of the changes. But some things you might have to change. It doesn't save all of the tiny things, but things like raid frames and party frames, it'll save things like that. And all you do is you just copy the text from Wago and import it into LVY. It did work nicely on Sun King. Yeah. Yeah, I can, I'll have to see. I'm not even playing Resto Druid for Sun King, probably, though. I mean, eventually I will, but at that point, it might be on farm, so I don't even know if I'll need that legendary for that fight. Alright, Gaineshill Forest. Ooh. I think I want that one. Yeah. Alright. Go to floor 3. We're almost there. We're halfway there. And I need to reapply an oil, I think. I'm about to find out. It did work nicely on Sun King. Okay. Zero, what are you about to find out? Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna fix my damage profile so that my balance isn't just thrown together. You're about to find out what happens when you deplete a 2 key. Do you think you're going to deplete the 2? Oh, I'm getting hit by that. I'm trying to copy and paste something in my other monitor. Okay. Oh, there are a ton of soul remnants here. I need some coffee. I miss coffee. I miss coffee so much. I stopped drinking coffee at the start of quarantine back in the spring because I had a lot of anxiety and I wasn't sleeping. Like literally was not sleeping. I would be up until like 6 in the morning, and that's not normal for me. And so I cut coffee out completely, like caffeinated and decaf, and that fixed it. I was able to sleep better, but I still miss it. I think. All right, so I'm gonna buy 2 of these.
Your patronage is always appreciated. Everything is
the other
negotiable.
one. We already missed the time. How did you already miss the +2 timer? All right. Let's see. I think maybe this one. Because I already have that one. Oh, it's going to stack. So 180%.
For
All right.
you, I offer only the
I need more
facts.
crit. I don't know if I should save some Phantasma. Like, these aren't great. These aren't that great. Oh, this one's great. Star Surge. I want that one. All right, I'm going to save... Well, yeah, I'm going to save the rest. What +2 dungeon are you doing? Like, what specific dungeon? When I cut back on coffee, a nice hot green tea with honey and lemon was my go-to alternative. So that's really interesting because I stopped drinking coffee and I started drinking green tea because green tea has a little bit of caffeine, but I mean, this was like months after. This was maybe like, I don't know, August. So I stopped drinking coffee in March, and then I spent a few months before I even like touched caffeine again. And green tea has been nice because it has just a little bit, but I drink it, it's, what is it? It's blueberry acai flavor. Oh, I want this one. Casting speed reduced. The Ravenous Cell can be used for extra Phantasma if you throw it at the vendor. Oh! Alright, I'm not gonna fall off. We're not gonna run reindeer. to say, they did an amazing job with the artwork of like all the NPCs in here and in the Maw. Like this guy here looks terrifying, but also like I feel like he's pretty what's the word? Unique compared to all the NPCs we've had before. Just in general in WoW. I like what they've done with the NPCs in the Maw and Torghast. You get 400 Phantasma for spending 250. I didn't know that. I kind of just wing it, and I'm like, alright, what looks good? So you throw it at the, it's not Venari, but like whatever that vendor is. Once I started working from home, I was drinking 4 to 5 cups a day. Now I limit myself and switch to green tea early. I do too. I don't even really drink it in the morning anymore. I do drink tea. Lately, over the past basically month in December, because of the holidays, I like to get to the holiday season, and so I have been making a lot of hot chocolate. And that's been really good in the morning. Alright, so you throw it at the... Okay, so there should be one more vendor before this ends. Right on the 6th floor. So I'll try it there if it offers the... It might not, because at that point you don't really have any NPCs. You'll be unable to buy anything. That's what I was also wondering. So you'd have to buy everything first and then use it. Don't use Ravenous on the vendor until you get to the... Oh, I see. Might get extra from there. You want... Oh, that's true. Yeah, I try to... Yeah. If I can remember, because sometimes I see the power at the door, sometimes I don't. But I try to get that one first to see what it offers me, and then based on whatever that is, I'll go and buy other things from the vendor. But that's good to know. I do have to do more Torghast on my priest and my shaman at some point, either today or tomorrow. So I can try it on one of those. Oh, I think this does a knockback. Oh, it's the rebounding blades. Okay. This shows everything the Ravenous can give depending on the mob. Oh. Yeah, because whenever I do not Mythic Plus, Torghast, whenever I do Torghast with other people, they're always like, oh, did anyone get the Ravenous, like, cell? And I never understood it.
The jailer speaks true.
Oh, plus it's part of an achievement? What do you get for the achievement? I'm assuming it's some kind of like Maw achievement, like doing things in the Maw. Alright, we have 2 agents. And alright, I have Solar Beam. Why are they still alive? Okay. Oh, nothing, it's just an achievement? Torghast and expansion features? Huh. So it's mostly for completionists then. Alright, looks like we have a mini puzzle up here. Not a puzzle, but whatever you call this. A little maze. Blizzard really likes mazes in Shadowlands. Like, we have the blobs into other side. We have like whatever you'd call this. I don't know what this is, like Frogger. We have this like Frogger version in Torghast. We have the there's a wing. I can't remember what it is. It might be Upper Reaches. I think Upper Reaches has one where you have to dodge. There are like little skulls on the sides of the room that spit out stuff whenever they detect you nearby. Oh, I pulled. All right. All right. It looks like we're about halfway through this floor. He does a thundering stop. I am not going to get stomped into that Frogger game behind me. Alright, we have an agent over here that we have to interrupt. Okay, so he's dead. Hi, do I have Twitch? So I don't have Twitch. I mean, I used to stream on Twitch, but this is the first time I'm streaming on YouTube. But I am technically on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/Laria. I just don't stream on Twitch. I think that might be the only social media platform that I was able to get Laria, because it was such a long time ago. Like Twitter had to be Laria_WoW. YouTube had to be Laria_WoW. How has the streaming been going? What kind of fun stuff were you doing earlier? So earlier, we ventured into the Maw. I had explained that I kind of lost the motivation to do the Maw about a week or so ago, and so I haven't been there in a while. So I've been meaning to go back there so I can open up the Beast Warrens. And so we went in there. We started opening the Beast Warrens, and then I hit 5 of 5 of the Eye of the Jailer, so I had to stop for today. And then after that we did, what's the other wing called? Mortragar? We did the Mortragar Torghast wing, and now we're doing the Coldheart wing. Alright, last time I went to the right. I went over there, so this time I'm gonna go the other side. But yeah, I know this is super riveting content. Yeah, I'm just kind of chipping away at my to-do list because I usually leave all the stuff that I need to get done on Mondays, and that's not good because I end up staying up super, super late on Mondays right before reset and trying to get everything done. So I'm trying to be a little bit more proactive this time. Glad I'm not the only one in that boat with the Maw. Yeah, okay, so basically you do the Maw, you do the reputation and whatever to get sockets. And that's going to be around all expansion. So part of why I lost motivation is because I realized that I don't have to do that, you know, within the first month of the expansion. I can just work on it and not kind of treat it as a job. And I'm not in a guild. Like, that's one of the reasons why I don't raid at kind of for competitive ranks, is because I'm at a place where I don't really want raiding to become something that is kind of like a job. Your leech is increased by 15%, but your shadow damage and healing is my healing is reduced by 25%. I don't know how I feel about that. But yeah, I didn't want the Maw to feel like a job. So I was like, I'm gonna work on it when I can, which is now. And I think the other thing that makes it kind of tedious is, you know, I love that Shadowlands is alt friendly, but the more alts you add that you're actively playing, the more of that kind of stuff that you have to do. I missed that interrupt. So for me, like at the start of Shadowlands, I knew that, like, I had a feeling that priests and shamans, like shaman healers, would be really good in Mythic Raid. And that turned out to be true. Like, limit, I'm trying to remember how many Rester Shamans they ran on Sludge Fist. Like, they ran a lot. And then I think they ran... Holy Paladins is another. I think they ran 2 Holy Paladins on Denathrius. So I tried to kind of make sure that my ult healers were leveled and ready to go so that whenever I... What is this? Galleth's Bell. Did I miss an NPC somewhere? I feel like I did. Because we have a bell right here. Going back to priorities. I didn't see an NPC anywhere. And I'm not really in the mood to go back and find the NPC. It sucks because I was Resto at the start and now I'm boomy because they're such pumpers. Oh. Okay, well at least you're still playing a druid, you know? Oh, if I jump down, I can't jump up, can I? Do you see that? All right, are we ending this floor? Once we jump down, I don't think you can jump back up. Yes, I missed one. You don't need the NPCs as a healer, Boomy? Yeah, I mean, it would basically just give you an extra power, and and I feel like I'm not really hurting for power. NPC was before the 2 split thingies. Aw, man. I really don't want to go back. I don't want to go back and get it. Unless, oh, you know what I just realized? It's too late because I jumped. It could be a follower. Because I know you can get followers from the NPCs. Powers aren't as big as they need to be when you're solo. It's true. Alright, I'm gonna hero this because I can. And I don't want to be in melee when I convoke. Glad to see you're streaming, by the way. I'm glad you got back. Oh, I just realized, Chris. I forgot that you went out to get sushi. How was your sushi? Chat window guy said Quest FAC was Kyrian, not a night fight. Oh, I see. And since I'm Night Fae, maybe... Okay, got it. The sushi was amazing. What did you get? Because I usually get the same sushi. I don't eat meat or seafood. So whenever I go out to get sushi, I get, like, vegetable, like, veggie-based sushi. So I'm always curious what other people get. Okay, what is this orb? I just realized I don't think I've had lunch today. I basically woke up and I spent over about 2.5 hours or so trying to get stream to work. And then as soon as I got it working, I was like, all right, it's time to stream. I need to get some lunch at some point. Or I guess maybe at this point it would be dinner my time. Cucumber and avocado rolls are my favorite. That is what I get. Oh, there's an ambusher. Yeah, I get cucumber, avocado, anything with tempura, because that, that adds some texture.
You are hunted.
Alright, look at this dumb mall rat. Get these, hello? Put the Ascendants over here. And I'm rooted. We'll pull this big boy because I have cooldowns showing. You should eat. I know I should. I'm gonna eat before we do keys. I'll probably call stream after I finish this Torghast and make some food real quick, and then we can probably finish off my keys later tonight. Is that sushi though? Okay, yeah, veggie rolls. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're good. Monk keys. Oh, I thought we were pushing keys. We can't do monk keys. I guess the real question is, what am I going to make? I want some veggie rolls now. I'm so sorry. There's a place that's right down the road from where I live, and they have sushi, but the thing is, it's a hit or miss. So whenever I get sushi from them, it's either inedible, like I just cannot eat it. It's either undercooked or usually undercooked, and I can't. Or it's perfect and it's amazing. All right, what do you do? Maximum health. Okay. We're gonna do that. Do I have? We don't have cooldowns. Okay, I'm gonna go up here and clear some other stuff before I go to that rare. Ah, there's a big boy over here. Don't social. Don't social. Don't. Okay. It didn't pull the big owl boy, so that's all I care about. Oh, I wasn't trying to do that. Use the bloating fodder anima power to explode 100 mall rats in Torghast. I guess that's cumulative, or whatever you call it. Not in one go. All right, I want this rare.
You are hunted. Be wary.
All right, go away. Okay. I don't actually know what this... Oh, he stuns you. Okay. He stuns you. All right. That'd be bad if I had anything under my feet. It's not in one go. I don't think most even have. Yeah. That's why I realized. I thought it was something I had just done, and when I read it, I was like, there's no way. I did not just kill 100 mall rats. Yeah, this stun is not great. And I'm stunned again. Okay. Oh, juice. In combat, you gain 5% haste for 12 seconds. Oh, I want that. Oh, Gratscape on level 60. And that's actually perfect timing because I'm almost done with this floor. Do I have any ults? I have too many ults. I always have too many ults. So my druid is my main, and then I have a priest and I have a shaman. And they're both kind of, I've been going back and forth over the last couple weeks because I was originally working on them because I thought I was going to bring the shaman into main raid. And then last week or this week I realized that I'm probably bringing the priest into main raid. So I think the priest is 195 item level right now, and the shaman's like 180. See, now I have 5 tanks at 60 everything but Demon Hunter because Demon Hunter sucks. See, that is crazy to me. I've only leveled 3 characters. I only have 360s. Important question. Do you know if having Soul Force talent, Wild Growth applies only to one target of the team as well? I know there was an issue with if it's a legendary that I'm thinking of, it shouldn't overlap. If Soul of the Forest should not be, oh, he's gonna get me. It should not be consuming your proc. Like if you're running the Mother Tree legendary, it shouldn't be procking. Like if Soul of the Forest if that makes sense. I don't know if that answers your question. But I know there was some confusion with that. Ooh, a key.
Cursed are the living.
Oh, that's not good, not good, not good, not good. I just pulled... Oh, it's only 2. Okay, it's only 2 elites. I thought I pulled 3. Oh boy, he is at 5 stacks. Oh, he reset. Oh, you can... Okay, that's not good. I didn't realize they could reset. Only with a talent not legendary to raid healing. So if you have Soul of Force talent, Wild Growth applies only to the target or to the team as well. Oh, I see, I see. So the initial... if Soul of the Force procs and you want to use it on Wild Growth, which is what you should be using, you can use it on any target that you want. And it should be the entire, it should be the initial and the, like the rest of the hots. Like the hots that go out on the other people. But I haven't actually used Soul of the Forest because I usually run Tree of Life to have an extra healing cooldown. Okay, I can see the end. I can literally sort of kind of see the end. I see the door. Alright, we're missing a key. But it could be one of those things where the key is like up on that next area. Because I know sometimes they make you backtrack a little bit. Didn't even need trains for that. Okay. We're gonna get the Soul Remnant. Brave to Torghast as balance versus Guardian. Nicely done. Also, if your rep is high enough, there's a key chest opening bypass. I am charges to buy. Oh, okay. So I learned about that. I was just kind of like forcing my, like brute forcing my way through Torghast. And then I realized that Venari, that's another reason actually to do the Maw, is to work on rep with Venari. Because once you get to a certain point, Venari offers some pretty great items. And a couple of them are just like a one-time use. Like you get it, you use it once, and then you just have that going forward. So I have to keep an eye out for another key. I'm only 1 key off, and I think it could be up here. Oh, yep, it's right in the corner up there. Okay, so we're good. So we'll fight these, and then we'll go back, get the chest. 'Cause the chest probably has a power. Venari has a lot of permanent items. Yeah, it's great. It's awesome. I think I only had enough rep to buy one of them, because there was one that was really good, and then there was one that was kind of not that great. Okay, we'll get this chest. So yeah, this past Monday, so almost a week ago, imagine my priest doing this, right? Doing a layer 8, and you get to floor 5. You get to the last boss, like right where I'm at right now, and then you waste all 4 deaths on this last boss because it was hitting you for 10k. That was me at like 2 o'clock in the morning last week. All right, I don't have celestial alignment. Should be okay. But I'm also not going to use hero. All right, let's give it a go. My priest disc? No, I did that as shadow. Oh, it does a fear. Okay, so we're going to save trees. Because I'm hoping that if it casts a fear and it's on the trees, it won't be at me. Unless it's an AoE fear. It could be. I'm going to pop trees now. Yeah, and so it's weird because my Shadow Priest did 1 layer 8 and it was totally fine. And then I went to go do the other layer 8 and that gave me some issues. Oh, this is gonna fear me. Yep. Not being able to solo layer 8 yet. Only gave it 2 chances. Try it again. Yeah, it's honestly a lot of it's RNG if you get really bad powers. Like I haven't really gotten lucky with powers at all in either of the layer 8s I just did. Probably the stat one. Yeah, the anima powers, I feel like they're pretty good. Or they're, I shouldn't say pretty good, they're significant, especially if you're soloing. All right, what boss are we gonna get? Huh, Dark Ascended Chorus. I actually don't know. I only know a couple of the end
and services for
layer
sale.
bosses. I don't think I know that one off the top of my head. Okay. Do I even have... I don't know if I have this one. All right.
Remember, everything has value.
We're gonna give it a go. They're all on Wowhead. Yeah, I have a feeling I had to look up one of them. It was I think it was my Shadow Priest actually. It was the one where you what is it? There's one where the more you move, it's kind of like the owl mobs that we just saw. It gets like an enrage, and the more you move, the more it becomes enraged. Okay. But I was Venthyr, so I could just what do you call it? I forget what it's called. You use your like not combat ability, the covenant ability to move. Okay, we're gonna do this. What is the shield? Does it put a shield on itself? I don't actually know. I saw a shield go out. Door of Shadows? Yes, Door of Shadows. You can see how much I play my priest. I don't even know what it's called. I know what it does. Yeah, I don't know what that does exactly because I didn't see it get a shield. But this one also has a Santa hat. Alright, it does get a shield. Damage taken reduced by 30%. Alright, we're getting to the point where this hurts just a little bit. Just a little. Alright. I would say those were some successful Torghast runs. It took a little while, but we got them done. You can see now why I saved them for like Sunday and Monday. Basically towards the end of the week. Big Hall of Soul Ash. I know, how much Soul Ash do I have now? Alright, so 1870. So, I could craft a Mythic Plus Legendary. Or I could upgrade my Raid Legendary. Or I could, I could just craft another Raid Legendary. Cold Heart takes a while. Damn. So I take Cold Heart kind of slow. Because, oh, I have a recipe to learn. Cold Heart, I think Cold Heart is kind of rough. Cold Heart has some mobs that are not very friendly. What Mythic Plus Legendary is the best? Right now I'd go with Dark Titan. I think in a little while, like right now, you don't really want to entirely be focusing on damaging legendaries in Mythic Plus because everything is, we don't have a ton of gear. Our stats are still kind of, not awful, but they're not great. And I think in a couple months you might, that's when you might be a better time to craft a damaging legendary for Mythic Plus. So right now I would go with Dark Titans. Like that's what I would craft. But I have to figure out which one, I probably won't craft a balance one because I don't really play balance unless it's World Quest and I don't need a legendary for that. So it's basically between a Mythic Plus legendary or Mother Tree. It's coming down to either Dark Titan's Lesson or Mother Tree as my next legendary. Yeah, I've heard that Dark Titan with photosynthesis and focus regrowth is insane. For PvP, that is. I don't actually PvP, so I haven't tried it, but it's not the first time I've read that. Oh, and I think we get 50 Soul Ash from this one. Yeah, we do.
I will aid you as best I can.
Alright, give me that Soul Ash. Okay. Looking for a way to support you more. Is there a way? I mean, honestly, like right now, if you just want to... You guys can best support me by, you know, watching my videos. Even if you don't have time, like say I come out with a video, and you know, you're doing something, you don't have like 5 or 10 minutes to sit down. Even if you just watch it, YouTube sees that and they're like, oh, people are watching this person's videos. We're going to promote their channel more because they see more people are watching it. So even if you want to like turn the volume down and put it on, the more minutes you spend watching it, the more YouTube sees that and they're like, whoa, they're spending a lot of minutes watching this person. But in terms of like donations and things like that, I don't have that open, but my focus is basically just to make some good content and help you out for healing and for Resto Druid stuff. So, speaking of videos, I should say the next video that I have planned, which will hopefully between today and tomorrow and next week, is a deep dive into the heroic Cyrodenathrius fight. So, and that's applicable to normal as well. So if you're in a normal raiding guild, or even if you've been pugging, that will go into basically what I personally do on that fight and what I think would help healers. So I'll probably analyze our first kill. We've killed it twice now. And I'll go into like where I stand and when I use healing cooldowns at a certain time and what the raid does in general. Because especially in phase 2, you have to use the mirrors in the downstairs phase a lot. So I'll talk about, you know, a couple of good places to use a mana pot if you want to sit down for 10 seconds and use a mana pot, things like that. And to give you a better idea, I did this exact same like style of video for Heroic N'Zoth back in Nyalotha, so that one is somewhere on my channel. So that'll give you an idea, but that next video will be out within the next week, because I know guilds are slowly, you know, or not slowly, but they're either on Cyrodenathrius or they're looking ahead to it. And then after that, I have a lot of ideas for other ones, but I work full-time, and my full-time job is not content creation. So it's, right now I'm kind of just, the boss I'm fighting is the time boss. it all comes down to how to balance my time between work and raid and Torghast, because as we all just saw, Torghast takes a while. So if for a while I was getting my videos out on Fridays, and that has kind of fallen off just a little bit. I still get a video out every week, so I'm sorry I can't promise like a specific day, but just know that I work on one every week. So whether it's comes out on the 8th day or the 9th day, I am uploading consistently, at least in those terms. Gabe never fails, best healer. Gabe is the best blood DK healer you will ever see. Now there's a guide I need how to beat the time boss. I know, right? Ugh. If I could come up with a guide to beat, I wish, you know, we have 24 hours in a day, and I wish we had 48 hours in a day. That would solve a lot of things for me. Blood DK is best heals these days. Yeah, tanking with Gabe when he's on a blood DK is super easy. Oh, apparently I'm tanking. I'm tanking right now. Oh, I didn't know. Sorry. Someone just whispered me and they were like, do you tank for friends? And I was like, sure. Oh god, wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Alright, I need to figure out if this is a key or a Mythic 0. Alright, so I'm going to stop stream here. Thank you so much if you stopped by, if you're still here, if you hung out. I don't normally stream, so I hope that it was enjoyable. I hope you learned a little bit. I hope that the Maw and Torghast was fun. I did this because we reached 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and that is a milestone that I wanted to be able to spend with you, you know, in like live time and not just through a video. So if you like what you saw, if you want more information about mythic rating or heroic rating or healers, a lot of my videos are not just, you know, just for healers. Like a lot of the information is applicable to other specs like DPS and tanks and things like that. So as well as other healer specs. So like I said, in the future, I will probably be switching to priest and shaman for certain fights. So I'll have some content out for those. And thank you again. So if I stream again, I will let you know that this will not be like a weekly thing, though. I don't think I have the time to swing this every single week. But if I do stream again, I will definitely let you know. And if you're here right now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you.